Hi, I'm Ashley Iaconetti.
And I'm Jared Haibon.
And we're getting married.
She's soon to be Ashley Haibon.
Ashley Nicole Iaconetti Haibon.
Yes, the long version.
Mm-hmm. The first time I laid eyes on Jared, it was love at first sight. He was on a boxing date during Caitlin Bristow's season, and the second I saw him in those yellow boxer shorts, I was like, that guy is like a Jonas brother. I told all the producers that I needed him to be in Paradise. So then we met in Paradise. Jared, will you go with me?
Yeah.
When I saw Jared in real life, though, I was whacked with love.
Jared's the only guy I like here. There's like not another option.
He really developed feelings in like October 2015, and it was off camera. And I think that's the big thing. Everybody thinks of me as the one that was where the love story was so one-sided for so long, but it wasn't as one-sided. It was more like teeter-tottering for Jared for a while.
Yeah. So between our first season of Paradise and our second, we developed a friendship, and that developed into more than a friendship. But I think for me specifically, I've talked about this many times, you were just very different than anybody I had ever been with, ever pictured myself with, and I had met your family and you had met mine. And it was like this weird bond that we had because both you and I we went through this crazy Bachelor experience, but we kind of went through it together.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it formed a bond between us. I knew I wanted to propose to Ashley down in Paradise, the first beach we ever met, the first place we ever met. And it was an incredible day where, well, the anticipation was building. It was very nice.
Well, he did it there because he wanted to make right
Yeah.
what was often so wrong when we
Yeah.
were filming Paradise seasons.
Yeah, Paradise has a lot of hard memories for both of us, so I really wanted to go down there and make a beautiful memory for both of us. Ashley. Will you marry me?
Jared kind of knew from my sister and one of my good producer friends what kind of ring I wanted.
I had an idea of what Ashley liked, even not only from her sister and the friend, but just from me knowing you. And so I knew she would want a radiant cut and not a circle cut. And the only thing that I put my spin on, and I was talking to a producer about this, was the halo. She said she didn't want a halo, but while talking with the producer and Neil, they said, well, the diamond's gonna look bigger with it, and so that was my only touch.
When I saw it, when he opened up the box in Paradise with the proposal, I was like, no way, that's the ring I always imagined! I have two dresses. One is extremely classic, such a princess ball gown. It's so tight here. Sweetheart neck, lace, white, pure white. And it is unreal. It is everything I've ever wanted. It's the kind of dress that you wear and you are so thankful you chose that one because you're gonna look back on it 50 years later and be happy you went with that style. I will never regret it, and I think I'll always think it's the prettiest dress that I've ever seen. And I'm going to wear my ceremony gown throughout the first half of the reception. I want all the traditions to be done in the ceremony dress. I want, the first dance, the speeches, all that. This dress is it needs to be shown off as much as possible. But I do love my second gown too, which I think I'm gonna wear starting at the cake cutting. And I'm going to dress it up and make it a whole different style. I'm gonna put my hair up in a pony. I'm gonna have emerald earrings. So just make it a little more fashion forward, a little bit more edgy, even though it also is a princess ball gown. It's a little bit more clean, looking a little bit more modern and sleek, but definitely ball gown.
I think the most important thing for me was to have it in Rhode Island. And once Ashley not only was open to that idea, but vocalized, hey, I would like to have it in Rhode Island, because all she wanted was a waterfront reception venue. So we're getting married in K Chapel, which is a beautiful little church in Newport, Rhode Island. Max capacity 200 people, so it's really intimate. Everybody's kind of bundled up there, which is exactly what we wanted. And then I'm very excited for everybody when they take the trolley over to Rose Cliff for that moment of when they first see it and go down the driveway, because it leads right up to the front entrance, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful entrance. And I'm excited for people to be like, wow, this is where the reception is, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, breathtaking palace, really.
I always wanted a grand ballroom whose doors open to the ocean.
And Rhode Island supplies that, which is fantastic. A lot of my personality is rooted in where I grew up, which is Rhode Island. So we have a lot of Rhode Island touches on the wedding. For example, the hors d'oeuvres. They're like lobster rolls, obviously, but there's this really cute, comes in like a little, not a shot glass, but like a little mini coffee mug, it looks like. And it's New England clam chowder with a little clam cake on top, and those are gonna be some of the hors d'oeuvres.
And then the food, it's pretty traditional. You know, we have like a beef dish, we have a chicken dish, we have a fish dish, but
we also have a pasta bar.
We have a pasta bar,
which we're very
that's our
excited
favorite
about.
food together. So our cake is being baked by the winner of the episode that we were on of the Wedding Cake Championship on the Food Network.
I'd rather have some fresh raspberries in there rather than just the heavy filling, but other than that, it's great.
Her name is Shelby Bauer, and she's flying in from Texas to make the cake. It's gonna be kind of a replica of what she did on the Food Network show. It's grand. It tells a story of our love, as Shelby says.
Yeah, it was very symbolic, and she really hit some heart chords when she was talking about the cake and how much effort she put into it and how much she knew about the show and our back history.
Yeah.
And even like she said, the vine, and it was like, this was like your first season of Paradise where it started blooming, but then it went back up and it was like not fully bloomed here. And it's like, good God, this girl's amazing. And so she's flying in with her mom to bake the cake.
It's gonna be chocolate, because I don't think that dessert is dessert if it's not chocolate.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna add some fresh raspberries, but of course it'll be pretty traditionally lit on the outside.
It is quite funny that we found our wedding cake baker on TV.
My biggest fear that I don't cry, because I'm not really a happy crier. It would just be the most ironic thing ever for me not to cry. And then people are gonna like question my feelings, I feel like. It's like, no, I just like am a big smiler when I'm happy.
Yeah.
We are definitely writing our own vows, and in addition to that, we're going to do the traditional vows too. I worry that we're gonna say the exact same things to each other.
I'm not gonna say the exact same things to each other. I think it'd be kind of cute if we do sound a little similar.
Yeah.
But I think mine will be far more romantic.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just saying that.
We're having about 175 guests, and they're coming from all around the country. My friends are everywhere, mostly because I met most of them in school. And then there's gonna be like a solid 30% that comes from Rhode Island, because that's where Jared's from.
Yeah, probably more than that, like 40.
40?
I would say. Most of my side's in Rhode Island.
And then we have a huge chunk coming from LA. I'd say like 30%,
Yeah.
which is Bachelor related, producers, cast. We have
Carly and Evan,
Becca Tilly,
Olivia Creedy,
Caitlin and her boyfriend Jason. We have Ben.
JJ Lane and his fiancee Kayla.
Yeah. Cupcake.
Oh yeah,
Chris Strandberg.
cakes. Yeah, cupcakes.
Dean Onglert.
We said Nick. Nick Vattel.
There are some people that will be missing from Bachelor Nation that were invited, and we're sad about that. Jared and I, from the very beginning, have been saying that we don't want our wedding to be a party. We want it to be a romantic experience. When some people hear that expression, they're like, wow, their wedding's gonna be super boring, don't wanna go to that. But no, there'll be plenty of fun to be had, but we want the traditional moments to be like very Beauty and the Beast-esque, you know, like we want them to be moments. We have my favorite American Idol, David Cook, performing at it.
Yeah. So our first dance will be Rob Thomas's Ever the Same.
Covered by David Cook.
Covered by David Cook. It's a shame that it can't be performed by the man himself, but that's okay.
Rob sends his love.
Rob sends his love, which is very sweet of him. So that'll be a really cool moment. I would imagine sometime in 2020, we'll probably start trying for a family.
I don't know. I think we're still kind of thinking what the next chapter is. We're definitely going to be in LA, much to Jared's chagrin, for a little while.
Yeah. So we'll be in LA for a little while, figuring it out. We're very excited about the honeymoon. We're going to the Amalfi Coast, we're going to Capri, and we're going to Santorini.
Yes, I'm glad you even know where we're going,
Of course I know where we're
considering
going.
you literally planned on it.